It is the 20th anniversary for World of Warcraft, and this week Blizzard has launched an almost 3-month-long event for it, along with patch 11.0.5. Is this even worth logging in for? I think it's a very cool trip down memory lane, and I don't think it's something to keep me busy for more than a few hours for the first few weekends of the event, but in my opinion it is worth logging in for, especially if you like collecting things. So here's the gist of the event, and then I'll summarize the patch notes. So when you log in, you'll start by getting a quest to go to the Caverns of Time just by logging in. It's found under your Seasonal tab in your quest log. If you're Horde, fly to Org, go downstairs to the portal room, and the cavern portal is straight ahead. Alliance, you find the portal to the Caverns of Time in the Stormwind portal room. There's a nice little event area set up where everything's close together and easy to navigate. All the quests and the vendors for everything is packaged just right there for you. So turn in the quests that you were given when you logged in, get an XP buff and your first taste of the new currency, grab all the dailies, and get ready to take a trip down Nostalgia Lane by doing all of the various activities. The activities are going to reward you with that new currency for the event. So take a look at all the vendors yourself, but there's a ton of mounts, transmogs, gear, achievements, special buffs, pets, and toys for you to collect during the long event. Just click on all the vendors all over this area to see the goodies and all of their requirements. Typically it's either this new currency or time walking marks. Alright, so first off, there are 3 world bosses from previous expansions that are now located in Tanaris, and they will have big old icons on the map. You have Doomwalker, Arshavan, and Shaw of Anger. And yes, they will drop their respective mounts. So really just fly to them on your map and you can get lucky and find people fighting already, or just use the party finder under custom and type in the name of the boss. It's super easy and quick to find a party. And now, I'm not 100 on this, but it does seem like the difficulty of these things scale with the amount of people killing it. I could be wrong, but we took down Doomwalker with like 6 people faster than a whole raid of 25 did, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. Now, if you're back at camp, there will be a quest that will be to participate in activities like around the event area. There's story time where you can watch some historic events in WoW's history, and then there's a mount-off competition that is held by an NPC as opposed to how Asmongold used to do it. You get points for each one that you can match, and it does count towards your event activities that you need for the quest, and it's super easy and it's pretty fun. See what you've collected over the years. As you can see, for me, it's not much. All right, and you can now queue for a new PvP event called Korak's Revenge, and it's supposed to be like the old Alterac Valley. Now, I remember back in the day spending an entire Saturday in just one BG as it went back and forth for hours upon hours. You could even jump out and come back later and it would still be the same game. It seems more like the new AV, but with Korak added back in. Remember, he's the guy on the hill that everyone used to kill first. Now, someone in my first run said to just run straight north, so everybody did, so I didn't even complete the quest, but in classic fashion, we lost about 3 seconds before killing the end boss fan. So another blast from the past is that they've brought the old level 60 dungeon Blackrock Depths, but have modernized the fights and turned it into a full-blown raid, and it will drop, the bosses will drop rewards similar to the Nurubar Palace, but in different cosmetic style, in the old style. You can also get new high-res versions of the old tier 2 transmogs, which look really, really cool. You spend the currency for those. There is yet another throwback event that you do by talking to Chromie, and she'll put you in a recreation of the old AQ event from Classic. Now, this is similar to the end of expansion event right before the War Within dropped. If you remember, you just fly around to, each thing that spawns and kill it, and then basically turn in your quest for the rewards. And then there's also a whole bunch of other bosses scattered around the old zones that you can kill for additional chances at loot. You can find these on the map by big old icons as well. And these can be queued for as well using the party finder under custom. So have fun with that. There are a bunch of little nuances and cool things going on here, and I encourage you to jump in and experience them for yourself for the first time. Now, onto the very, very brief overview of the patch notes. I may do a follow-up with more details if I get enough requests for it, but there is a lot going on here, so here's just the gist. Almost all classes got adjustments, some with so many that a respec will be required. New classes will be available to play using the Drakthir race, and you have more choices as far as which form you're in and when you want to be in that form. BFA and Shadowland raids encounters have had their mechanics adjusted, so they are possible to solo. Time walking dungeons now use the same scaling as Chromie time, meaning that enemies scale to you rather than you scaling down. I think it's a good change unless you were abusing that mechanic by using like old overpowered items to destroy the meters, but apparently it's easier to balance and pump out content doing it this way. A couple other little things like time warp badges have had adjustments to a lot of their drop rates. There's been several adjustments to PvP matchmaking items and some of the class spells. They've also made additional adjustments to the character select screen, the warband bank, and a ton of other systems. So that's about it. Please list anything big that I missed in the comments. If you like this style of to the point videos, please consider dropping a like and subscribe. Until next time.